Good day, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of Small Shops, Big Business. I'm your host, Venice Allen, and today we have an exciting personality for you. So please stay tuned. Welcome back, and as promised, we have a very exciting personality today in the name of Amanda James. Amanda James, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So, what I know we can expect from today's interview is a lot of motivation and a lot of encouragement. And of course, we can never have too much of that in today's world. So, Amanda, tell us about yourself. Who is this Amanda James?
Well, Amanda James is a young, bubbly personality, lover of people, lover of nature, lover of creativity, and most importantly, lover of God. Right? And friends and family, of course.
Yes.
That's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So you mentioned that you are a lover of plants, which takes us to the next best thing that you do, big thing that you do. Creative house of plants, etc. That's your business.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. What inspired that move?
Well, how that started, how that came about, some years back, I remember purchasing a plant and someone saw me with it, liked it, and then the word spread. Persons were like, I would like a plant like that. I started buying and selling, and then I realized that why not just do my own thing? Why not just create, do my own productions? And I gave it a try, started doing my own plant arrangements using succulents, which are like cacti and other assortment of plants, and Chinese bamboo. And then it pretty much persons say, but I like this, and why don't you try this? And that's how the ideas just kept flowing, and then I just went into it. Didn't have a reason to just stop going. I was just more motivated to go ahead based on the feedback from persons.
Wonderful. So out of an idea sparked innovation. So tell me, how do you care for these plants?
Well, these plants are low maintenance. So how do you care for them? They love sunlight. But once there's a balance where they get average sunlight to maximum exposure, they'll be fine for the succulents and the cacti. But if you're talking about Chinese bamboo, lucky bamboo, which is popularly called lucky bamboo, those plant arrangements do well indoor and with minimum sun exposure. So that's how you care for them.
So now that you've been in this business for a while, what would you say are the benefits and uses of these plants?
Well, first of all, as many Jamaicans know, plants lift your spirits. You will hear a lot of persons say that. They go in their garden, they get inspired, they get energized, or they just get a plant from someone as a gift and they're just so happy.
Absolutely.
So benefits and uses would be to lift your spirits, lift your emotions, add that decorative appeal to your space. Wherever you are either living or working, it really does add that creative touch. Benefits of having that as an event would be to also add to the theme of the event, adding that touch of color. And the uses for some of the plants that I use, not only succulents and Chinese bamboo, but I work with other indoor plants and outdoor plants, such as what we affectionately call the ZZ, which is an air purifier. So some of the plants that I use in my arrangements are air purifiers. For example, ZZ, peace lily, aloe vera.
Okay.
So there are additional benefits such as air purification, and also even for the aloe vera, we know that that is good to ingest, good for purification and so on. So There are multiple benefits and uses. That's just to name a few.
Absolutely love it, Amanda, especially in an age where so many persons are becoming so health conscious and so much more aware of the benefits of these things that surround us. It's absolutely fabulous what you're doing and all these benefits that can that are so good for just about everyone, you know.
Yes.
Creative house of plants, etc. What does the name, etc., what does it represent in the business name?
Well, why that was added, if you put the acronym together, it really, well, the acronym, yes, it really does create, you see, get the word hope out of it. So the E was added for the hope, and then the etc. came about because the business has much more to come, and we have many things in the pipeline, and we'll be offering additional services coming soon, and that's what we will pretty much represent. Not only plant arrangements, but we'll definitely have an arm that address other services that customers will require and would be beneficial to our clients, and that's coming soon. So
I like it. I like it. Visionary mindset, the way to go. I mean, that's very good for continuity because, of course, you know, this business has to thrive. Yes. And in a dynamic world where there are things always changing, of course, you want to always think about what else you can do to serve your clients. I absolutely love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So do you have any formal training to do this? Amanda, did you go to any agricultural class or anything of the sort? Because I can tell you, I love plants, and I have tried to grow plants and they have all died. I've talked to them, I've watered them, I've done everything, but my plants do not thrive. So is all this success as a result of any formal training?
Well, no formal training. I must say that I believe it is a gift I really got from God, and it all happened, you know, some years back. So I owe it all to Him. I'm not going to take the credit, but there's still a requirement for me, as someone in this field, to do the necessary research.
Absolutely.
So even though I didn't go to school, it's important for me to stay cutting edge and therefore be on top of my game. And so I will definitely read different resource materials, go online to help me and help me with this gift, to ensure that whatever advice I give the clients are in keeping with what the plants require.
Absolutely.
So I am on a quest for more knowledge, and the sky is the limit. Well, beyond the sky is the limit.
Yes, absolutely,
So,
absolutely,
yes.
absolutely. So I know you also work in the financial sector, and you even mentioned conducting research for this business that you operate. How do you find the time to operate a 9 to 5? You also have this business and, of course, recreational activities. How do you marry all of this to be so successful and efficient at all that you do?
Well, how do I manage it? It's difficult. I'm not going to fluff it. It's very difficult sometimes. Some periods more than some, especially peak periods, like leading up to Christmas and things like that, special holidays, or if there are events that I need to cater for. So it gets difficult, but I try my best to balance. What I realize is very effective for me, and is just really just never stop praying and just asking God for the strength and spending some quiet time with Him, and also with family and friends, you know, taking long drives and just spending time wherever there is a nature scene or anything.
Calm.
So I try to balance my life. Time management is important, so
Absolutely.
I have to juggle having a schedule and being very intentional about it. That's how I work it out. But it can get challenging, but I'm very motivated to push through. No looking back.
Absolutely. Well, on that very important note of balance, we're going to take a short break. I am sure you are intrigued to hear more from Amanda James, so please stay tuned as we'll be right back with you.
Live TV.
So we're back with Amanda James, and we're speaking about creative house of plants, etc. And now we're going to continue on our conversation, a very enlightening conversation, might I add. So Amanda, how has this business impacted you personally and professionally?
Personally, I would say this has impacted me in the area of my Christian journey, how it has pretty much caused my faith to be stretched more, just to really believe that God has the ability to give me the strength, He will, and I will thrive. And it has also helped me to develop business courage.
Yeah.
I would say, to go for things and go and get it. Professionally, it has helped me in the area of networking.
Ah.
So I used to be shy to just tell persons about my business and try to connect. It has now forced me to try to connect, approach persons, give business cards, tell about my business. So it has helped me in the area of networking. And professionally, my creativity, because I am in the field and I know it's competitive, I don't have any other choice but to ensure that I gain more creativity, knowledge of creativity.
So it stretches you.
So it stretches me in different ways and in these areas. But this is just to name a few.
Absolutely. Wonderful, wonderful. Who are your sources of support? Because I can only reckon that because you do so much that you need that kind of support, that backative. Who would you say contribute to that?
Well, I won't stop mentioning God. I just can't.
Absolutely.
I won't. But God and my family is very supportive, because my mother and my brother especially, they help me to do different things as it relates to the business and pour into the business in different ways by just adding their support, words of encouragement,
Absolutely.
physical support, time. And those, and my friends, I can't leave my friends out too. I can always call on them to help me with different administrative things pertaining to my business. So I would mention those.
So you have a very solid support.
I would
team.
say yes.
Very
I would say
important.
yes.
Very important. Wonderful. So you mentioned a lot about God. And guys, if you ever see Amanda's business logo, it carries a cross, and I'm sure that it has some connotation to her spiritual journey. But tell us a little bit about that, Amanda. What does the cross on your logo represent?
The cross on the logo represents God just being in the midst of what I do, and God being a big part of my business. And I did my logo, had everything finalized, and thought it was ready to go, until I just really believed that God was saying in my spirit that there was something more that needed to be added.
Yes,
And
something
like,
that represents Him, right?
Yes. And I was like, God, I already did the logo. I don't understand. And He said, there's something more. And that was what I added.
Absolutely.
And I have no regrets. This is my brand, and I believe that God will give the life to the business
Absolutely.
to continue.
Yeah. So there we have it, Amanda James. I mean, she includes God in everything that she does. She's an ambassador for Christ. There's still more to come, so we invite you again to just take a short break with us, and we'll be right back with you.
Live TV.
So we're back again, and as you know, we have been speaking to Amanda James, creator and owner of Creative House of Plants, etc. This segment, listen, I have all the teas for you. If you're interested in starting a business, we're going to get some motivation from Amanda now. She's going to give us some insight on that. So, all your aspiring business owners out there, just listen up. So, Amanda, what would you say are the major contributing factors to your success and continuity of this business?
Well, as mentioned before, the same sources of support: God, family, friends, and it's important to also have a drive to want to know more and do better. Encouragement from friends and family help you a long way and push you more to be stretched. And of course, when you see your competitors, what they offer, what they do, how aggressive they are, you have no choice but to be aggressive.
Yeah.
Because in this business world, having the drive helps you to attain success. So that's what I would say for the answer to that question.
And this is a spin-off question based on what you said, because you mentioned having a particular drive. I would only imagine that in this and any other form of business that anyone would do, they would have faced some amount of rejection. How do you deal with being rejected, especially coming out of that fear of, speaking and telling persons of your business? How do you deal with rejection from others?
Everything is a journey, and as an upcoming entrepreneur, learning through different experiences, experiencing different emotions is normal. It's just how you handle it.
Absolutely.
So rejection meaning what? Like if someone doesn't want.
Yeah, so I mean, if you were to tell somebody or advertise, and then that person would be like, no, or push off, not interested, don't want it.
Well, it's important for you to take it with a smile.
Yes.
Be graceful. Not everyone would be interested in your product, and not everyone would be interested in your product at the time you go to them.
Yeah.
So taking it gracefully, understanding that what you offer may not suit the taste of everyone, because everyone is not a plant lover. So you just have to try to take it gracefully, be re-energized, and go at it again. If you can't just lay there dead,
Absolutely.
or wallow in self-pity,
Absolutely.
after being rejected. So go at it again. That's my best advice, and take it gracefully. And that's what I try to do.
Absolutely. What is the experience that you hope for persons who own a creative house of plant? What is the takeaway that you want for these individuals?
For my clients, takeaway: uniqueness. That's what I aim for. So whatever you purchase from me, you're taking away with you a piece of uniqueness, a piece of creativity, something that is different, and good customer service. I strongly support that. So everyone is equal. All clients are equal, and Creative House of Plants, etc., believes in appreciating and respecting each client and trying our best to provide solutions or services or products that suits their needs to the best of our ability. Once we can do that.
Amen. What is your vision for the future of Creative House of Plants?
As mentioned before, beyond the sky is the limit. More creativity, added services to come, and trying our best to provide convenience to our clients. But it's a journey, and step by step we're getting there.
Absolutely. Amanda is not spilling any teas as to what that vision is, but I'm sure we will be seeing it in the future. And what advice, though, would you give to someone who wants to start a business but doesn't quite know where to start?
Advice I would give: one, it is important to not run away from what you believe is inside you, your drive, what you love. And of course, once it is legal
Yeah.
and right, but don't run away from it. get advice, seek counsel of persons who are already in the field of business, persons who are more experienced. Get advice, do your research on the different organizations that help small and medium enterprises or businesses in general. Do a market study if you can, get a feel of what's happening out there, and just give it a try. Don't let fear stop you. That's my big advice. Because I remembered when I was just feeling that burden of the passion and just holding it back, because I was like, I don't know what's going to happen out there, if I'll make it. What's the first step? And I remember talking to one of my friends who is an entrepreneur, and she said, come, let us meet, let us link up. You're going to get your social media pages started now. And she helped to propel me. So sometimes you will have to lean on persons who are close to you for that support.
So I guess that you concur with the statement that fear is a killer of dreams.
Fear is a killer of dreams.
Absolutely.
Killer of a lot of things.
Yeah. So where can we find you, Amanda? Where can we find Creative House of Plants?
Creative House of Plants, etc. can be found on Instagram and Facebook using the handle @House of Plants etc. So that's @House of Plants etc. You can also find us on LinkedIn using the name Creative House of Plants, etc. And you can also reach us via email, houseofplantsetc@gmail.com. And you can also reach us via direct contact or WhatsApp on the number 876-784-9543. That's 876-784-9543.
Absolutely.
That's how you can reach us right now.
So there you have it, guys. This is Amanda James. We spoke about Creative House of Plants. We spoke about her vision. We spoke about how to get you aligned if you are interested in starting a business. I do trust that this was an enlightening and enriching experience for you. Do have a good day. I'm your host, Venice Allen.